Welcome to issue 4, the audio version of Bansko Buzz newsletter. All of the events, news and happenings that are happening in Bansko town in Bulgaria. Red Angel swoops into action over Bansko. Bulgaria's HEMS makes its first emergency rescue in the Pirin Mountains. Yesterday, Bulgaria's new helicopter emergency service, HEMS for short, made its first rescue flight in the Pirin Mountains under Pirin Peak. The local mountain rescue service in Bansko, who are always available to go at moment's notice to help people, requested help from Bulgaria's new helicopter medical service team to get an injured woman off the mountain because they deemed it unsuitable to go by land. There was difficult terrain to get to her and then get back down, and the casualty had multiple injuries, so they thought it was best to get the helicopter. Also, what complicated things was there was thunderstorms and bad weather in the area as well, so it just was deemed better to call the emergency helicopter service. So around 6 p.m. yesterday, HEMS was called to transport a woman from Little Cauldron under Pirin Peak to the St. Anna University Hospital in Sofia. The PSS Rescue Mountain Service people, they do a fantastic job. They head out at all times, no matter what the conditions and the weather are. Doesn't matter whether it's day or night, whether it's dusk, whether it's early morning, and they always get up there and help people on the mountain. None of us can predict whenever we'll need them. So if you feel like you want to, click or tap on this link and send them a donation. Inside the Bansko notice board group, this week there were 117 new posts, 584 comments and 1,251 reactions. Here is a summary of the different posts that I thought stood out, or there's a potential that you want to go and read them. Can you swim in any lakes in Bansko? John wanted to know whether there are any lakes in Bansko where you can swim. Lots of different people gave him advice and some ideas. There's not usually in Bansko because a lot of the lakes are protected and they've got warning signs on there. And if you remember from before, someone did post in the group, the Facebook group, about the ecosystem can be quite disrupted if humans go and swim in those lakes. Paying your bills and having a beer. David, who loves paying in cash for literally everything everywhere, loves people to go and pay cash. He spoke about paying his bills in a new shop bar kind of place that also works as an e-pay kind of place where you can go and have a beer and you can pay your household bills, your electric and your water and whatnot at the same time. It's on the road that's next to Grosh. I'm not even going to pronounce the Todor Kabalshkov Street. Maybe it's pronounced that, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure why I chose Kamenitsa because I'm pretty sure they serve Stella and other different beers in there, but hey, there we go. Skiing in August. Oh, it's August, months away from ski season yet. Some people are posting in the group. I did have to have a laugh because they're asking about Christmas Day dinner and also skiing. What's the skiing going to be like? What's the queues going to be like, etc. So Steve was asking about Christmas dinner. A few other people were asking about skiing and ski season, which, you know, is fair enough if you're coming out for your jollies, your holidays. But yeah. I'm going to be getting my crystal ball out of storage because obviously we need that to know if there's going to be snow on Christmas Day and all that jazz. Slaying dragons and killing monsters. If you have a fear of speaking in front of people, then the Bansko Beach speakers are meeting tomorrow. They're promoting people speaking in public, gaining confidence. So if you're not too sure about speaking in front of people in public, then obviously head over to that. Or if you can't make it, send them a message. I'm sure they'll have some regular meetings coming up. I posted about hackers trying to get control of your Facebook account. If one of your friends sends you a message saying, oh, can you take this code for me to your phone, etc., their account has definitely been hacked, and the hacker wants to actually access your account because if they're requesting that you are that they want you to receive a number on your phone via SMS, then usually it's because your number's displayed publicly or to friends on your profile, and it's not good because they actually want to take possession of your account, so not good. If you want to join the Bansko Notice Board Facebook group, then click or tap this link. Local and municipality news. The Bulgarian music concert was attended well. Over the weekend, there were 3 main Bulgarian concerts held in Bansko, with many people who attended them. I've linked to a video in the newsletter that the municipality said that there were thousands who attended the Yordanka Hristova concert on Saturday. I'm not sure if it was thousands. Definitely looks like hundreds. I wasn't in the square though, so maybe there was the people that are not in the video that were magically there earlier or after it. Who knows? The annual Jazz Festival was a success. The Jazz Festival comes in August to Bansko, and it lasts for about 8 days. It's over 8 days. There's something usually in the daytime, afternoon, evening, and there's an after party. Lots of different talented musicians. Some of them, I've said here, there were youth talents were in the park. There was a pre-party at Parklands Hotel, and then the after party was at the Tourist Information Centre. I've included a link if you want to go and have a look and a read about all that information. Hot Latin dancing and gorgeous food in the park in Razlog. So Razlog saw some hot Latin dancing yesterday in their park, with a lot of different number of food stalls there selling meats, cheeses and fruits and vegetables from biofarms, so organic stuff. Visitors could either spectate or they could even participate in learning some basic steps of salsa, bacha, zumba and cha-cha. Nice. I did wonder whether Len would have given them all a 7 though. So if you're a Strictly Come Dancing fan or you've seen it before, you'll know about Len's 7. So if you want to read more about that, you can click or tap on that link. Bansko Community Centre celebrates 130 years. So Bansko's Community Centre, 130 years it's been going, and that's a long time, right? Whether this comes from the local Banskalis hospitality, I mean, we don't know. It's been going a long time though, right? So they've 130 years they've just celebrated. A few different people attended, and they put up a memorial plaque there as well. So if you want to read and see the plaque and look at the photos, then click or tap on that link. Bansko residents take part in the World Wrestling Championship. So in Canada, the World Wrestling Championship was held. Lots of different people from all over the world went, obviously. Some people from Bansko. They participated in youth categories up to 18 and then men's categories up to 23, as well as in the category for people with disabilities. And a few people did actually win some medals when they came home. If you want more details to look at the different people, have a read of the write-up, then click or tap on the link to go to that. Local Bansko charities. 3 main charities in Bansko that the Bansko Buzz supports and hopes that readers, listeners of the Bansko Buzz newsletter will go and support them as well. We mentioned them earlier at the start of the newsletter, but it's worth mentioning again about the local mountain rescue service. They're always on hand to help you if you become injured or if you run into difficulties in the mountain. They're made up mostly of volunteers. They'll respond to a call 24/7, and they'll generally hike up there to rescue you, and it doesn't matter what the conditions are. It could be 10 feet of snow and they'll still get up there to get to you. They rely on donations though, so they're wanting to update their equipment, the rescue equipment at the moment, and then also they want to rent some Reco tracking gear because that helps them locate people through GPS. Bansko Street Dogs, local street dog charity in Bansko that helps street dogs in Bansko and surrounding towns through emergency care, neutering, flea and tick treatment, and setting up kennels and feeding stations to help keep streeties warm and well nourished. They're currently inundated with many litters of puppies, normal thing for summer, that they're being dumped in Bansko. So if you can, then you feel free to send them a few dollars, leather or pounds. Sunflower Charity. They continuously support the 4 safety homes in Bansko, the dementia home in Mesta, this centre for people with special needs, and they're currently focusing on supporting 20 to 25 elderly vulnerable adults who are living on their own and they're in need of upgrades, food and warmth. So kind of important, right? So if you've got any spare change or you want to send a donation to any of these charities, then feel free to click or tap on the links. Events this next week. Escape from Reality Arcs exhibition continues. So Mariana Stefanova has brought her Escape from Reality Abstract Arcs exhibition to Bansko town. This continues on Monday 9 till 6 and Tuesday 9 till 6 at the Tourist Information Centre in Bansko. Remember that the Tourist Information Centre is where the old tree is, near Trinity Church, the old church in town. So if you can't find it, it's going to be there. Sports event for children with special needs. Pirin Academy and BG Sports for All are organising a sports event for children with special needs in Razlog. That's at 10 a.m. on Thursday this coming week. More details are available from the link below if you want to click or tap on that. So if you want to spectate or if you want a child to register, it's worth taking someone who is got conversation Bulgarian though, because it'll just make things easier. Jalefar exhibition. These two people, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce their names, but they're bringing a painting exhibition to Bansko, and that's going to take place this coming Saturday at 11 a.m. till 7 p.m, Sunday 10 a.m. till 2 p.m, next Monday 9 a.m. till 6 p.m, and next Tuesday 9 a.m. till 6 p.m, and that is also going to be at the Tourist Information Centre in Bansko. Amateur ensemble in Bansko on Thursday from 6:30 p.m. There's going to be some folk songs performed at the local public school. On Friday from 8 p.m. and on Saturday from 7 p.m. there will be music performances on the main stage in Bansko in the town square, and it's going to be different types of music. If you want more information about any of those amateur ensembles, then click and tap on this link here and you'll be able to go and read more about that. Embroidery demonstration from Bansko locals. Outside the Tourist Information Centre, which is near the big tree in Trinity Church, between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m, demonstrations by local trade and handicrafts continue. On this coming Friday, there will be antique embroidery, quite nice. And then on Saturday, there's going to be knitting of socks and a demonstration of Bulgarian embroidery. Interesting. Remember that on the Saturdays between 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. only, there'll also be some live folk music by local people. And then just as a note, a point on it, this is going to be the penultimate week of local trade and handicrafts exhibitions. Next week, or the week after, will be the last one. This is penultimate one because we're going to be coming to the end of summer. So that's the summer program that will be wrapping things up. Just a reminder that if you have an event that you want to go in the future issue of the Bansko Buzz newsletter, then there's a form that you can fill in to send it to us. If you have a news article as well, then you can send that to us. The weather forecast. It is a little rainy at the moment, which is normal and as expected in August. You can see from the temperatures, it's still fairly high on most days, but some days when we've got thunderstorms, it is getting a little bit lower. We're well into afternoon and evening thunderstorms at the moment. As I've said here, it's normal in the second part of August in Bansko. Changeable weather in the mountain and stuff like that. It is what it is. I do recommend the Meteo Blue weather app to get close to accurate forecasts in Bansko. But just as a chance, just carry an umbrella or a rain jacket with you because the weather can be unpredictable in Bansko. Friends let other friends know the good stuff. So if you know someone who should be reading the Bansko Buzz, then forward them this email or send them to this link, which is the subscribe link for the Bansko Buzz newsletter. You can alternatively tell people to go to www.banskobuzz.com to subscribe to the Bansko Buzz newsletter. Weekly news every Sunday about what's happening in town and different events.